Welcome everyone to our third grade Halloween craft lesson. This lesson is just going to be one video, and these are the following materials you're going to need. You're going to need a pair of scissors, so I'm actually going to give Sarah hers. You are going to need either some white liquid glue or a glue stick. If you have the white liquid glue, I would prefer you use that. If you don't and you have the glue stick, that will work just as well. You also need a pencil, an eraser, and the following pieces of construction paper that were in your art supplies. You are going to need your 4 pieces of yellow construction paper. They're like little squares. Your piece of white construction paper, your piece of black construction paper, and then your large piece of purple construction paper. So go grab these things, come on back, press the play button, and we're going to get started. Sarah has her area all set up, her workstation all set up, and she is ready to read us the things that we need to keep in mind when we are doing our art videos in order to have a positive attitude.
We have both of them, but if you have even both of the glues, then we recommend you using this one because it's stronger, right?
It is stronger. Okay, I'm gonna have Sarah, there you go, let me give that to her. I'm gonna have Sarah read what she always reads so that we have a good attitude and a positive attitude while we're doing our art lesson. Go ahead, Sarah.
But if you don't have this one, you can use the other one.
The glue stick, yeah.
Number 1, always try your best. Number 2, if you get frustrated, take a deep breath. Count to 10, take a deep breath, and try again. Number 3, everyone's art will turn out differently. Your artwork is uniquely yours. Number 4, art is not perfect, and I made a boo-boo that always have fun.
All right, let's get started, shall we?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna make. We are going to create a monster out of construction paper. And we are going to be using scissors and glue, and that is it in order to create it. Oh, and we're going to need a pencil. Okay, and here are 2 examples. I have a purple monster here, and I'm going to lift it up because, well, why don't you sit down? These are really big. They're not going to fit under my stand. Why don't you hold them up, and then I'll have you show them. Both of them. You can put them both up. There is an example, that purple one, and then we have...
This is a big one, this is a smaller one, but are we going to do a big one or smaller?
We're just going to use what we have. I think that purple one was a bigger piece of construction paper, that's why it was so big. We're going to use the construction paper that we have, and we're going to create something very, very similar to what you see there. This is just for fun. It's just a October Halloween craft.
Got that one, and we got that one.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to have you have that, and we are ready to go. All right, so I would like you to...
If they find this on the internet, can they get it?
I'm going to ask that I'm going to be giving these images to the 3rd grade teachers so that they can put them on the Google Classroom.
Oh, okay. So you guys can see these on the Google Classroom.
Yeah. If not, if it doesn't get put on the Google Classroom, that's fine. You can just rewind and press pause and look at it, okay? So here is your purple paper, and I would like you to orient it portrait.
So take all this stuff.
Everything off of what's on top of it. Orient it in a portrait position, and I want you to grab your pencil, and all we're going to be doing is making lines with our pencil that are just curvy all over the place, all the way around our big purple paper.
That's easy.
Pretty simple, right? So before you start though,
and art is not perfect.
And art is not perfect. Before you start, I want you to think about using a big part of your purple paper.
And we're not gonna, guys, this is not a warm-up because there's only gonna be one video.
There's just one video, no warm-up. Okay, so grab your pencil and just start going.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, I'm just kind of going all over the place. It can be silly and it doesn't need to be in any type of pattern. I'm just going all over.
And if you can't see it, then draw darker.
Yeah.
I can't see mine. Can you really see it?
I think you'll be able to see it when you start cutting. Now I did mine pretty dark because I wanted you guys to be able to see mine, and I made mine pretty big to go around the whole outside.
Doesn't really matter if you do dark or light, just so you can see it.
Yeah. Okay, then you're gonna pick up your scissors.
Right, an eraser if you mess up, right?
You can use an eraser if you mess up.
Don't.
You are gonna pick up your scissors and you are just gonna start cutting along your pencil line.
This is gonna be fun.
Start cutting along your pencil line, but what I want you to do, listen to me very carefully. I want you to cut inside your pencil line. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna show you.
I can't.
Okay, I want you to cut inside your pencil line. And the reason why I want you to cut inside your pencil line is so you can't see your pencil line when you're done.
Oh yeah. Wait, or else you can flip it over? Or...
Well, yeah, you could flip it over, but I want to try this technique with you. I want you to try to cut inside your pencil line so you don't see your pencil line.
But just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You're cutting your pencil line off. Okay, and just start cutting. Everyone's cutting now. And talk about uniquely different. Everyone's crazy outline of their monster is going to be super different.
I'm cutting it a little bit in it.
Everyone's cutting at their own pace.
If you need to pause the video and we're done, then you can.
Yep, when I'm done cutting, if you are not done cutting, all you do is you press the pause until you are done cutting, and then you press the play.
Or if you have already done it, then go forward or wait what you want them to do if they're done.
Oh, if they finish before I finish, just wait patiently for me.
Yeah, because we might need to tell you something if you run too fast.
Yeah, we're not going to go ahead. You won't know what my next step is going to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone's cutting inside.
I'm with you, so that's good. So when you finish, I would be finished, I think, with you.
Okay.
So we could start at the same time.
It's not a race. I really want you to be working on your cutting skills.
Yep. And then after you cut, you can throw the outline of it away.
Yeah, we won't need the extra purple paper. If you have a use that you have for it,
Like if you want to do a project or something.
if you have an idea for a different project that you could use this extra purple paper that we're going to cut off, feel free to use it or just put it in the recycling. We're not going to be using it for the rest of our lesson.
Oh, see, I cut a little bit on it. We can just see what it's at, right? Because I cut just a little bit.
Sure.
I accidentally did that.
Everyone's cutting. We are almost done with the body of our monster.
Oh, the body.
This is the big body of our monster.
It's going to be for Halloween. Right?
You know, some people celebrate Halloween, some people don't. This is just a monster craft. If you don't celebrate Halloween, then you can just think of this as a monster craft.
Yeah. We celebrate Halloween with our friends. We go trick-or-treating with friends.
Some of us go
And
trick-or-treating.
I am done.
Okay, so Sarah's going to wait patiently. She finished cutting.
So, oh, I see next one. Okay, so that.
So Sarah has her body.
It's all like squiggly because that is out like that and that is in. So it's not perfect. And here, if you guys want to see my pencil lines, here.
And the pencil lines were all cut out. All right, so
You see them, Mom?
I do see them, yeah. So I'm going to put mine off to the side. I'm going to recycle everything later
Me
because
too.
I'm going to have more to recycle. So now you need to decide what's the top, what's the bottom. Figure out, because we're going to do portrait size, portrait length.
Not like
Okay.
this.
We're not going to do landscape. Everyone goes portrait and you decide. I think I'm gonna have this be the top because I like that as the hair.
I think I'm gonna be like that, and it's just sticking out. I don't
Okay,
care.
great. Okay, go ahead and take a seat.
You got like the ears.
And we're I didn't show, I'm sorry. This is the top right here. You didn't see my top. I want that to be my hair. Okay.
Are these 4 gonna be for one for the bottom? Like
2 feet.
2 feet and then 2 hands.
Yes.
Look at Keisha.
And in fact, that is what we are going to do next, is we're gonna do the 2 feet and 2 hands. So this is how Sarah has it situated. She has her 2 feet and her 2 hands. So why don't you grab your yellow and let's start with the hands. I want you to put your hands to the side like this.
Got 2 of them, right?
2, 1 for each side. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw, depending on the size of your body, you're gonna draw your hands so that they're coming out of your monster. Now, you can do it, I'm gonna leave this up to you. Okay?
I wanted to do
now,
it like
this one has 3 fingers coming out. This one has 3 fingers. This one as well. 3 fingers coming out on both sides.
I think I'm gonna have the same thing, 3 fingers.
3 fingers? Okay. The example has, it shows you 3 fingers. So you go ahead and decide. And I want you to start by doing the inside of your hand.
Go like this so we draw it like that so we don't.
Well, you know what, actually.
Or do we like fold our paper like this and then draw like that?
It's whatever's comfortable for you. So I'm gonna have mine sticking out this way. And I'm gonna do the inside of my arm. I'm laying it on top so that I kind of have an idea of how my hands are gonna stick out. So I'm gonna do a half circle right here to start my hand. So everyone do your half circle to start your hand. And then you decide.
Are you gonna do 3 hands or 4?
You decide. I think this time maybe I'll do 4. So you decide how many fingers. I'll do 1, 2.
Wait, what do we do? Oh.
3. Oh, see, and this is where I'm going to need my eraser.
But
You can do 3 or you can do 4. So you choose. I'm going to do 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? I'm going to need to get this a little bit wider. So I had to use my eraser.
Me too.
Oops. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want you to come over to the other side. That's going to be one of my hands. And then I'm going to do kind of the same size on the other hand. So I'm going to do my half circle. And then I'm going to do 1, 2. Oh, I'm going off my stand. 3, 4.
Wait, can I show them?
So those are going to be mine. Go ahead and show them yours.
That's my first one. I didn't do my second one because I had to erase a little bit. But yeah, I'll do it right now.
Okay. So do your hands. They can be as big or as small as you'd like them to be.
You can keep going.
I'm going to keep going. Okay, so now we're going to start cutting. And this time, if you don't actually get inside of your lines, I think it'll be okay because if that happens, we can just flip them over and swap them. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So everyone start cutting. You can cut on the inside or the outside. I'm going to cut on the outside this time of my hand. I actually think it might be...
Can I show them my second?
Sure.
So this is my first one, and then this is my second one.
Awesome.
And they're not exactly the same because it's not perfect.
Yep. It's too hard for to try to be exactly the same.
These hands are the same, right?
Well, not exactly. Not entirely. Okay, we're on to cutting now. So I'd like you to cut actually on the outside of your hands. So pick up your scissors, honey. I'd like you to start cutting on the outside of your pencil line this time.
Outside. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you what we can do. I'm cutting on the outside of my pencil line.
Not on it. We don't.
I'm gonna show you something. So watch. Cut on the outside.
Oh, because we're gonna flip it over.
Okay. Everyone's cutting their hands out. I did one. Now I'm gonna cut the other one out.
Well, this is hard doing this with the line.
I'm doing my best.
I accidentally went in my line.
That's okay. We're all trying our best. All right, so we are cutting out both of our hands, and then we are going...
You guys can take a break if you're getting frustrated cutting if you mess up.
Yep, if you need to take a break, if you need to... If
And
there's any frustration, you can pause it, take a break.
If you guys even mess up on the paper, then you're gonna just have to be with it, cause
Be okay with it, yeah.
wait, Mom,
Okay.
I went on the line.
That's okay.
On the line.
That is okay. All right, so once you are done cutting, I'm going to show you how we're going to place the hands. We're not doing any gluing yet. We're going to do all of our cutting before we actually glue. So what you can do once you're done cutting, see how I cut on the outside of my lines? I can flip them over so you don't see the pencil mark, and I can put them on either side of my monster.
But why do we have to cut outside of them, not on it?
Because I wanted to show you how you can flip it over. Even though you see the pencil line, you can still flip it over. And I think if we cut inside it, we can maybe even cut too tiny. So I'm going to encourage everyone to cut on the outside of their lines. Now the next
inside in the middle.
Now the next step we're going to do is we're going to create the legs, and we're going to do the same exact thing. But I'm going to encourage you to make them maybe even a little bit bigger, either the same size or a little bit bigger. So I'm going to move my monster up, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do the legs. So we have our two yellow papers left. We're going to have them portrait facing down, and we're going to put them down, and we're going to do our feet now. So we can do a half a circle.
Okay, so please, oh God, flip it over.
You could do a half a circle, and I did 4 here. Maybe I'll just do 3 for my feet then. You can do 3 or 4. I'm going to do 3 for my feet.
Oh my gosh, my hands.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you.
Okay, so I did 4 for my fingers. I did 3 for my feet.
I'm gonna do the opposite of.
I'm gonna do it again. You're gonna do the opposite?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 4.
Do a half circle, and then I'm gonna do 1.
No, I'm actually gonna do 4 of these and 3 of the hands, so it's like the opposite.
The opposite of what I'm doing? Sure. Okay, so I've drawn my feet, and now I can start cutting them out. Your feet might be bigger, might be smaller, might have 4 toes, might have 3 toes.
5?
Once you have them, I think 5's too many. Let's do 3 or 4. Once you have them drawn, then you can start cutting on the outside of your lines. I'm cutting. Awesome, Sarah. You about ready to start cutting?
I got 1 done. How
Okay.
are you going like so ahead of me, Mom? You guys can pause the video if you're not with us, right?
Yes, you can pause the video if you're not with us. All right. So I've cut one of mine, and then I have some scraps left over. So there's one of mine. I'm gonna put my scraps, if I want to save these, I can cut off the part that was used, and now I can put this with my scratch paper. I have actually a drawer of scratch paper, of colored scratch paper in my office, and so I'm going to be putting that in my scratch paper. If you have scratch paper in your school supplies, go ahead and leave that out for your scratch paper. I'm going to do the same thing with this one.
Should I do it?
I'd like you to just finish drawing and cutting for now, and then we can do that at the end, you and I. Okay, here's another thing for me for scratch paper. And my third one.
My hands.
Are your hands getting tired?
Yeah.
Shake them out.
After I'm done with this, I'm
Okay.
last finger.
All right, so I have my 3 that I've already cut out, and now I have my scratch paper that I can put to aside. Sarah has her first foot cut out, and now she's gonna go for her second foot, and I'm gonna be cutting out my second foot as well. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And if you want, here's a strategy for you. If you want, you can take this and you can trace it as a stencil.
Oh, I don't really want to.
No, you don't? Okay, that's fine.
I just wanted it to be like different.
Sure.
Like, well, not really different, but I'm trying to do it the same.
Okay. You do it however you'd like. All right, I'm cutting my second foot out. Take your time. Pause the video if you need to catch up. I'm cutting on the outside of my lines. All right. So I just finished cutting on the outside of my lines, and I have my 2 feet. And then I'm going to take my last one that I did, and I'm going to cut off the part that's all, you know, cut into. And now I have my 4th piece of yellow paper that I can put in my scrap paper drawer. Okay, so I'm going to put those off to the side, and I'm going to flip my feet over so that you can't see the pencil. And now I have my feet. So I'm going to raise this up so you can see my whole monster so far. So I have everything positioned, but I have not glued anything down yet. Now I'm going to bring this down so you can see me do the face.
What if they accidentally have glued it?
Well, I want you to hold off. I want you to stop gluing. If you started gluing, I want you to stop, and I want you to wait on that, okay? So right now, if you are with me, you have cut out your body of your monster, you've cut out your 2 hands, and you've cut out your 2 feet, and now you're ready to do the big mouth. So let me show you.
Oh, I'm almost there.
The big mouth. We're gonna do the black construction paper for the shape of our mouth, and then we're gonna do the white construction paper for the teeth. So here's one. I'll lift it up to show them, okay? Here's one, and here is one. All right, so I'll show you where Sarah is in her workstation. She has hers kind of laid out, not glued yet. She's gonna grab her black paper, and we are gonna start with the big section of our mouth. So if you look here, you have to decide how big open do you want your mouth to be. But before you do that, we need to save some of our black for the eyes. So put your black down on top of your monster, and I want you to fold it where you think your mouth is going to be. So look, so here's my black.
Mouth and eyes are going to be like right next to each other.
Yes, they are. They're going to be very close to each other. So look, so here's my big black construction paper, and then I'm going to fold it right in the place where I want my mouth to be.
Oh, you folded it like a little bit up.
So you can come over here just a little bit more and fold it right there.
Yeah, me and yours are a little different because we cut different things.
Yes, that's correct. We're all going to have it different. So again, put your black construction paper down, fold it, and now we're going to cut on our folded line. So grab your scissors and cut on the folded line.
And if you cut exactly, that's okay. But if you cut one big and one small, you should do the big one for the mouth and the small ones for the eyes, because you only need 2 eyes.
That's correct. So the smaller area, go ahead and put that off to the side because you'll need that later for the eyes. And now you get to design your mouth. How big and what shape do you want your mouth to be? So I'm going to start doing mine, and I'm going to use my pencil, and I'm going to come around and down like that, and up and in. This is how my mouth is going to be. You decide how your mouth is going to be.
Well, what if you can't see like the pencil lines on the black because black?
You will. Once you start drawing, you'll be able to see your pencil lines. So I just drew my mouth in the way I want it. Remember to make sure that's how it's facing on the paper. Is that how it's facing? Yeah. So you draw your mouth in how you'd like it. Once you have your background, you only have one shot at this, you guys. Just like all the other colors, you only have one shot at using this black paper. So if you feel like, oh, I don't like the way my mouth turned out, then just erase it and try it again with your pencil. Because once you cut it, that's what you are left with, okay?
And it's okay because ours is not perfect.
Art is not perfect, right? Okay, so now take your black and start cutting. And on this one, you can decide whether you're going to be inside the line, outside the line, right on the line. You decide. We did one cutting with inside the line. For our purple, for our yellow, we went outside of our line. So go ahead and just start cutting your black mouth out. I'm cutting mine out.
I'm almost done. Oh.
Okay.
Can I like?
So Sarah, you just want that those aren't teeth, okay? We're not doing any teeth. We're just doing the outside. We're just doing the outside of it like that. Okay?
No.
So go ahead and start cutting.
Oh my gosh. A lot of cutting today.
A lot of cutting for this craft.
You guys can flip it over if you see some pencil marks. You don't have to like erase it and take your time. You can just flip it over.
You just read my mind. Thank you. Sarah read my mind. She said, don't bother erasing your pencil lines once you cut it. Just flip it over. Okay? So flip it over and that's going to be your mouth. That's going to be the inside of your mouth. The black part like this. Now what's left to do is do our white.
Guys, I know that I'm gonna cut outside of my lines because like I know that I'm gonna flip it over. But if you were like gonna do exactly on it and you don't know if there's pencil, just check.
Okay. All right. Once you're done with that, if you're still cutting, press pause. Okay, and now what we're gonna do, remember how we used our marching band as our stencil?
Our first art lesson.
Our first art lesson. We did our marching band and we did a stencil. We're gonna do a stencil with our black. So I want you to flip it over. I want you to really listen to me on this one. I want the black mouth to have your pencil line so you can see it. So put your black paper on your white paper all the way off to the side. Okay. So I'm gonna wait until Sarah is with me. I want you to pause the video until you are done and you have it exactly the way we have it.
So,
and your pencil line, I want your pencil line so you can see it. Can you see your pencil line, Sarah? Good. And are you way over to the side of your white paper? Way over to the side. So I'm going to show you mine. I'm going to show you Sarah's.
This is the mouth that I made, but you may do another one. Can they do like a circle mouth?
We're just following along with this project. We're going to just basically do these same shapes. Can you put it down so that you can see your pencil line? And is it way off to the side?
Yep.
Okay. So everyone is with us. Now take your pencil and the hand you do not write with. I want you to put it and push down on your black mouth, and that's your stencil. And I want you to trace it. So trace it. Remember, the side you see of your black has the pencil line. Go all the way around and trace it like a stencil.
Oh my gosh.
All the way around. You might have to take some time to do this. You might need to pause the video. You might need to
take a break.
Well, after you do it, you might need to do some erasing.
Wait, can you show them what?
I know. So Sarah's like going all the way around her hand. She's really trying not to even move that hand that she's pushing it down with. All right. So she's going all the way around. She's making sure she's inside the stencil.
I think I stopped there.
Is that good? Okay, so now she's erasing any lines that are outside of what she had intended to stencil. Now look, we are going to take it off.
Whoa.
We're going to take it off, and we're going to cut that, and you're going to cut it inside the pencil line. Okay, cut it inside the pencil line. Well, let me think. Yeah, go ahead and cut it inside, just barely inside.
Barely, got it, barely. Okay, so
Barely inside. Go inside. Cut it so you can't see any pencil line, and cut it inside as much as you can.
But what if they do see some pencil line? Do they flip it over?
Nope, then you can erase it. If after you're done cutting it, you see pencil lines, then you can erase it.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
And remember, you're going to be using the other part of your white to do your eyes.
you guys can now flip it over then.
Okay. All right, so
I'm almost.
good. I'm going to just cut off the part that's, you know, all cut into. I'm going to put that off to my scraps, and then I have this for my eyes. I'm going to put that off to the side. So off to the side, I have my black and my white paper still that is left over, and I'm going to put that off to the side for the eyes. Now you need to take your two, and you need to line them up so that they're on top of each other, right? Good. So line them up so that the stencils match. Okay? And remember how we were talking about the pencil lines? We want those flat.
This is gonna be teeth.
Yeah, you'll see. Okay, so take the black and flip it over so you cannot see the pencil line. And then take your white and put it on top. Okay?
Okay.
Now you can leave your black facing down. And you can take your white.
Our mouth is gonna be right by our feet.
So that's your mouth. Okay. So now what you can do is you can draw in the top of your teeth.
Oh, that's
What do you want your teeth to look like? So draw in your teeth. So maybe your teeth are pointy like this.
Yeah, mine is gonna be pointy like that. Yeah.
Okay. If you do too many, it can be really hard to cut. So don't do too many. Okay, and then draw in your bottom teeth.
Like that, is that good?
That's great, yeah. I have some of my teeth that are longer.
Yeah, but you have the...
and some of my teeth are shorter.
Yeah, but you... of real teeth?
No, on my monster.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did my top teeth and I did my bottom teeth.
Me too, I'm doing some small and some big.
Awesome.
Can I show mine?
I'll just leave it there. Okay, so Sarah has her teeth. She has her teeth drawn in, and now it's time to start cutting our teeth. So take your scissors, and I want you to do the top teeth first. So take your teeth and cut it right in half and leave your bottom teeth on there. Cut it in half and leave your bottom teeth.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So cut it in half and put your bottom teeth back down.
Okay.
No.
No, wrong.
Yeah, there you go. Put your bottom teeth back down. Okay, now take your top teeth. So Sarah has her bottom teeth on down.
Yeah, I accidentally did it like this way.
And then she flipped it back over, yeah. Okay, now cut out your top teeth.
Okay.
Cut out your top teeth. And this time I want you to cut inside the teeth lines.
I have very little space.
You cut right inside.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, you're cutting your teeth out.
So we can flip it over.
No, you're not going to flip it over. You're going to go inside your lines, or you're going to cut your lines out.
I can't. I don't think I can do that.
You
It's
can.
too close.
You can. You can do it. You can do it. Just try your best to go inside the lines.
Wait, are we gonna cut off this part?
Nope, we're not cutting off anything other than right where the lines are.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot of turning your pencil, not your pencil, your paper and your scissors.
Turning your scissors and your paper a lot, Sarah said. I agree. So cut your top teeth off, or out, I should say. And here, I'm cutting the last of it off. And here's my paper that I just cut off with the pencil line on it. And then I'm gonna put my top teeth back down on my dark blue, my dark black. So Sarah's almost done. She's gonna put her top teeth back down. Go ahead and put them down so I can show them.
The pencil.
So she cut inside her pencil and she's
we're
gonna
gonna
junk
do
that.
Like this, so like it's lined up for it.
Exactly.
I thought we were like gonna cut that.
No, you're good. You're good to go. Put it up top.
I have a tiny.
And that's where the top of your teeth are gonna go. Okay, now take your scissors.
Cool.
It's very cool, huh?
Yeah. This.
Okay, take your scissors and start cutting the bottom of your teeth and cut cut your pencil line off.
Oh, this might be easy for me because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4.
You only did 4 teeth? Oh, me too. I only did 4 teeth too.
I did 2 big and 2 tiny.
Remember,
I did
you
big,
can
tiny,
pause
big,
when you
tiny.
need to pause. Press play when you need to press play. All right, so I just finished cutting out the bottom of my teeth, and I'll put them back on.
Wait, what? Am I doing it correct?
You're cutting on the inside of your line, like right here.
Oh, so it doesn't matter that I did that.
Nope, totally, you're totally good to go. So, Sarah is cutting her bottom teeth out. We did our top teeth and our bottom teeth. And then we're going to, so here's my whole monster so far. And the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the eyes.
Yeah.
And the eyes are really simple. We're just gonna grab our white paper and our black paper, and we're gonna do some crazy circles. So here you go, I'm gonna show you these.
And it can be like different sizes, like this one on the outside is way bigger than this one.
Yeah, I kind of think that's pretty fun, the different sizes. So check out my eyes here. They can be different sizes. We're gonna do white on the outside. I'll show you this again. We're gonna do white on the outside and black on the inside. Okay, where is your,
Oh,
there it is.
The wrong one.
Okay, so Sarah has her, I'm gonna show them yours.
I did the wrong
That's
one.
okay. So Sarah has her mouth, and then I have my mouth, and now we're gonna start with the eyes. Okay, so leave them there. We're not gonna do any gluing yet. Let's do the eyes. So take your white, and the white is gonna be your biggest one. So do some pretty, at least one big circle.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, actually that's gonna be my small circle. I'm gonna do even a bigger circle here.
I'm gonna
Okay?
do it like
So do
this
some.
one and a smaller one.
Okay, do some big eyes because then we're gonna do black inside. Okay, so do your 2 eyes. They can be the same shape or same size. They could be different sizes. And go ahead and cut those off, cut those out. I'm gonna cut on the outside of my pencil line.
Is that good for
Yeah, and then cut on the outside of your pencil line for these.
outside?
Outside of your pencil line. See how I'm cutting on the
Let's say
outside?
to this inside, that outside.
I know. You gotta be following my directions, right? I'm saying some of them, I'm saying cut on the inside. Some of them, I'm saying cut on the outside. So there's one of my circles for the eyes.
But don't do them too tiny because we need to add the black.
Yeah, you need to add blue, the black inside, so don't do them too tiny. I'm doing mine fairly large.
I'm doing mine not really large, but I mean large, but
All right, now I got my second circle.
I got my
And-
with the pencil lines.
Pencil lines on the, we're gonna flip them over, yeah. So here are my eyes, I'm gonna flip them over so I don't see the pencil lines anymore.
Oh,
Now you can't see my pencil lines.
Look at my
And Sarah's cutting her second eye out. Then we're gonna take our black
It's because you have bigger scissors, so it cuts faster.
We're gonna take our black, and then we're gonna do circles that are gonna go inside. So these circles are gonna be a little bit smaller.
Yeah, just a little bit, so you can cut them out.
Yeah, so here, I did 2 circles right there, if you see. And I'm gonna cut again. I'm gonna cut on the outside. I'm gonna cut on the outside of my pencil line.
Like that, Mom? Is that big enough?
Yeah, absolutely. Now take your black and start and make smaller circles for the inside of your eyes. Okay. And I am going to cut on the outside of my pencil line as well.
Wait, how tiny did you? I did it way tinier, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Don't do them too tiny. You need to be able to cut them out. And you need to be able to glue them down. So here's one of my circles. And here's the other circle.
Is that good for it?
Yeah, go ahead and cut those out. Cut on the outside of your pencil.
Oh, so it's a little bigger.
Oh, it gets a little bit bigger when you do that. And then I'm going to put those in my scrap pile. I'm going to show you my scrap pile at the end.
Oh,
so,
and your inside of the eye don't have to be the same.
They don't. They could be different sizes. In fact, maybe I'll make this one. I'm gonna make this one maybe even a little bit smaller.
Is this small enough?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna show them the ones at the end.
Okay. So maybe I'm gonna do mine different.
Where is it?
Different sizes. Okay. So in the end, I'm gonna show you our scrap pile that we're going to be putting in the recycling. So Sarah's cutting out her last, and then the very last step that we're going to do, and to wrap up the video, is we are going to glue everything down. Okay? All right.
Wait, the last video you said?
The very last step of this video is to glue it all down.
I said the very last video of this step.
So Sarah is ready to go.
The inside is bigger and the outside is small, and the inside is small and the outside is bigger.
Awesome. So I'm going to show you Sarah's. She's ready to glue. I'm ready to glue. We're all ready to glue. If you're not ready to glue yet, that's okay. Pause. And then once you're with us, then we'll start gluing. But I want you to listen to the gluing instructions first, okay? So take your glue bottle, open it up. If you have your glue stick, instead, open up your glue stick. And we're going to start by carefully doing the mouth. So, see your top of your teeth? I want you to carefully flip it over. Flip it over. Carefully flip it over. Okay. No. Carefully just flip it over like that. Yeah.
Like the pencil.
Okay.
Where's the pencil?
No, there. Okay. So, that's how it's going to be, right? And you're going to flip it over because there aren't any pencil lines.
Nice.
Flip it over.
That is how I want it, like that. I want it like that.
Oh, that's how you want it. Okay. Then flip it over this way. Okay, my bad. Okay, now watch me before you start putting the glue on. We are going to use a little bit of glue because with liquid glue, a little bit of glue goes
a long way.
A long way, yeah. And we are going to just go along. Watch me first. No one is gluing yet. Look at what I just did.
Not like in the middle and all over.
We're not going all over. And I'm not going way over to the side.
But if you have a pile, this is what I do when I have a pile. Here, I'll close my glue so like this. Okay. I go like this and I spread it around like that.
Yeah, okay. All right, so take your glue and I want you to gently squeeze so only a little bit comes out, and I want you to line the teeth, but I want you to be far away from the edge. And then you're going to turn it over and you're going to lay the top teeth down on top of your black. And if you used a ton of glue, all the glue is going to squirt out. But if you just use a teeny tiny bit, okay, I'm going to show. If you just use a teeny tiny bit of glue, then when you flip it over, it's not going to squirt out. So go ahead and flip it over and put it on. And then we're on to our bottom teeth. We're going to flip our bottom teeth over and we're going to do the glue. Okay. All right. So if some of the glue comes out, if some of the glue comes out, you can go grab a tissue. I'm going to grab a tissue right now. And then you can use the tissue.
So, I glued mine down.
Here.
Can I show them mine
Yep.
glued down?
Mhm.
Show me like doing it.
Okay, so Sarah glued hers, and then a little bit, she moved it a little bit, so a little bit of the glue went on the black.
And you just should choose one tissue for the whole thing because it's
Yeah.
a big tissue.
Yeah. Okay, so now flip over your bottom teeth and do the same thing with your glue. Squirt the glue gently and trace the inside of your teeth gently, and then flip it over and glue down your teeth.
Okay.
All right. So we have glued our teeth down.
Should I have it like this or like this?
I think yours was like that. No, like this.
Yeah, it was like that.
It was like that, so put the glue on this side. Okay, so once you have your teeth, now it's time to glue the inside of our eyes. So we're doing the top layer. The top layer is our 2 teeth and our 2 eyes. So now you're going to take your glue, and wherever you see pencil, so look on both sides.
Wait, what are we doing? I'm not there with you guys.
Okay, glue your bottom teeth down.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, so your the black of your eye, wherever you see the pencil line, that's the side you're going to put the glue on. So squeeze a tiny bit on the inside of the circle of your black and put it down on your white. And you're going to do that with both sides of your eyes. So wherever you see the pencil on your black, you're going to squeeze a little bit of glue.
Oh, I know what we're doing.
Just a tiny bit.
We're doing all of the insides first.
Yes, we are doing the very insides first. That's the top layer of everything. So go ahead and get the top, your eyes glued down, the insides of your eyes. And we're done with the top layer. And now we can start gluing everything else down. Okay?
I think I'm just going to need a dot of it.
Just a dot, yep. All right, so I'm going to start with my mouth. I'm going to turn my mouth over. And if you want even, can I show them your mouth?
Sure.
If you want, if you have some black that's outside of your teeth,
Cut them.
you can cut it. You can cut it and so that it's gone. If you are totally fine with that black being outside of your teeth, then just go to glue.
I think I'm going to take just a little teeny bit.
Okay, that is your decision.
But
okay?
after the art lesson, because I don't
Oh no, once it's glued down, you're not going to be able to cut. If you're going to cut, now is the time to cut.
No, I mean like right before we cut it. I'm going to do it, but not like...
That's what we're doing right now. We're going to glue that right now.
Oh.
Okay, so take your mouth. If you want to trim any of the black off around the teeth, you can do that. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You just flip it over and you put the glue on the back of your mouth. Just like that.
Are not perfect.
No, we're just doing our best.
I'm going to cut.
So Sarah's going to cut some of hers, and then I'm done with the glue on the back of my mouth, and then I'm going to put that down. Just like that. And then I'm going to move on to the eyes, and I'm going to put the glue on the back of each of my eyes, and you can see the pencil mark on the back of my white. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back, because a little bit of glue goes a long way. And I'm going to do my eyeball there.
Is that good?
That looks great. Yeah, that looks very nice. So now flip it over, and you're doing the glue on the back.
Okay. Of the eyes?
We did the mouth, and now we're doing the eyes.
You're so ahead of me, Mom.
That's okay that I'm ahead of you. Everyone can pause the video. If I'm going too fast, you can pause the video and come back. So I put the glue on the back of my eyes. I put the glue on the back of my mouth. So I have my mouth and my eyes. They're all glued down. And now I'm going to start doing my hands and my feet. So I think I'm going to start with my feet first. And the feet, it's a little tricky because our feet go off of our monster, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing my mouth a little high.
So if our feet go off our monster, do we need glue all over our feet?
No.
No. You just need glue at the very, very top of your foot. So I'm just going to do a line right at the top of my foot. So everyone follow along with me.
Oh, yeah.
So flip your foot over where you see the pencil line and just do a line at the very top of your foot. Just a straight line across, just like that. And then you can flip it over and you can glue it down where you'd like to position your first foot. Okay, so everyone is working. If you're not with me, press the pause and come on back.
Okay, I'm going to press the pause.
Sarah's going to pause me. Okay, now take your foot, flip it over, and do a straight line across the top of your foot. Good. Now flip it over and glue it down.
Yeah, know where your pencil mark is because you might do it too down. And then, oh, I think I'm with you guys.
Yep, you're right with us.
Good, because I'm on my second foot.
She's on her second foot. Now we're going to do our hands. Flip it over. Do a straight line across your hand, the top of your hand, and you're going to glue that down.
My feet are just a little teeny, tiny bent apart.
That's okay. So I'm going to put my first hand down, and now I'm on to my last hand to glue. So take your glue and do a straight line across.
You're rushing along. You're going like so fast.
And glue your hand down. So we have...
Don't show mine yet.
Okay. So Sarah's gluing her last hand down. We have completed our monster. So I'm going to show you mine. I'm not going to show you them yours yet. There's my monster.
And you guys can do the hands like different places.
Yeah. You can do the hand. You put them where you want to put them.
Okay.
Okay, ready, Sarah? And Sarah's done with her monster. So,
oh, wait, are we going to write our name?
So when you're all done, I want you to flip it over and I want you to write your name neatly. Okay? And I want you to put this in a safe place for it to dry so that no siblings and no animals, none of your pets or siblings can possibly accidentally ruin it. Yep, we have your name on it. Put it in a safe place and you are done with this fun craft lesson, construction paper craft lesson. And I can't wait to see them, you guys. So put this with all your other art, finished art pieces, paper clip it with it, and then go ahead and turn that in when your teacher assigns it. And I'm going to show you my pile. This is the pile that Sarah and I created of all of our scraps. So we're going to take that, we're going to go recycle those, and we're going to clean up our workstation, and we are going to be done for the day. And we will see you for the next lesson.
Bye, guys.